is bullshit, right? This is the problem with debating with pathological liars than him. It's like trying to nail jelly to the wall. It's messy, it's pointless, and everybody watching knows that you're wasting your time. Pathological liars don't argue with you. They argue to exhaust you, right? The whole point is to drag you into pointless and a maze of circular logic that you either give up or you lose your temper, right? You present evidence, they question the source. You give them the sources are biased. You show them video footage, the footage is taken out of context. You give them the context, like it's complicated. For them, truth is not a destination. Truth is a moving target, right? Everything can be always debated, including gravity, right? Reality for them is another opinion. War crimes becomes allegation, genocide becomes a conflict, dead children becomes casualties in a very sad, complex situation. Words have no meaning anymore, right? So they do all of that while maintaining this calm, reasonable demeanor, like him. He has like a resting genocide face. Like, it's like crazy, right? They're here to waste time while people die. So you don't debate with pathological liars. Bring up the story. And here's the thing. Nobody believes you, Israel. Nobody believes you. Nobody likes you. No matter how much media covers for you, no matter how much politicians you buy to parrot your talking points, no matter how many fake influencer you hire to whitewash your face, no matter how many fake Indian-based accounts that tweets for you, no matter how many European models you bring in and you pay them so they can dance with the IDF uniform, right? That everybody can see you, everybody can smell your bullshit, right? You are like the neighbor who firebombs everybody's house and he's sad why he's not invited to a house party, right? You will win in the battlefield. You will get more land because America supports you. It's like supporting a rabid dog that shits on your lawns and eats your cats and bites everybody, and it's like, oh, you just like you have a bad day. You will win, maybe, on the battlefield, but everybody knows who you are. A bunch of heartless, psychopathic, demonic assholes.
Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakadash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Okay, this is Rob Mott from Nebraska Camp. This is GMS and he pushed Fort Nebraska. So yeah, man, as you're seeing post-production, there's a video. So, as we've been saying, there's a lot of prophecies been coming to pass, a lot of things that's been ramping up. It's a beautiful thing. And within this situation, this particular, and I believe it's clear to see that this is a manifestation of prophecy, even though I get the precept that I'm referencing, okay? And the manifestation means to make clear, okay? So when we go into 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Now this is specifically talking around the time of the Roman period, because that's when, Esau within his power is revealed as that man of sin. All right. But it's like I said, as the end is manifest. All right. We are at the end. All right. And it's manifest. There's receipts now. Okay. Everything ain't theory. Have you heard? It ain't word of mouth. This is a public report. Okay. A worldwide report on the evils and wickedness, and people, as you can see in the video, explaining them down to a T on how they're violating the world with their codes. Okay, it's just like being in a relationship. It starts off, you think it's sweet, start seeing certain red flags, and you think, oh, well, they don't do it to me. And then next thing you know, you're in the hot seat, then treated the same way, and then you start hearing everybody was treated the same way. And that's what Babylon has been doing, going around. All right. And so we're going to go into Isaiah 47 and 12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments," because within this video, these countries are fed up with the propaganda. They're fed up with the attacks. They're fed up with the lies. You know what I'm saying? The manipulation. Okay? Because at the end of the day, like you say, it's like throwing jelly to the wall, hoping that it stick. It's just going to be messy and it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, people are realizing that, Esau is void of freedom, void of reason. Okay? And when you go into see here. You go into Proverbs 17:9, it says, "He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends." And that's what Esau's doing, because he's repeatedly, lying. People let it slide because you're giving them gifts, but they're seeing that it's pointless because you're starting to see the end result of Esau. It always comes with bells and whistles, but the end is bitterness. Okay, and a lot of people have reached the end of that rainbow and realized that is all BS, and it wasn't worth it at all. It's all smoke and mirrors. Okay, which is why I was reading in the book of Isaiah 47:12, "Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorcery," all their trickery, the news, the false negotiations, and the inside spying and all that shit. Okay, it says, "Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels." And this is why I specifically wanted it for, because Esau is he's always in somebody's business, twisting somebody up. He's in every, how deep your tentacles got to be in every country and have a narrative for every country and an agenda and a thing that you're pushing in every element. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're wearied in their counsel, trying to figure out how to splice human beings, how to splice fruits and veggies, how to change ideas and concepts. Okay? It says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee." And this is a rhetorical statement. Okay? So, because at the end of the day, these things are not going to be able to save nobody. Okay? So we're going to go to 1:14. "Not into the path of the wicked," because this is what these heathen did, man. They made leagues with Esau. None shall buy you. They didn't want to buy Jake. They allowed all this to happen so they can benefit and reap the benefits of capitalism and eugenics and all that. All right, it says, "Avoid it, pass not by it. Turn," as the scriptures say, "resist the devil and he will flee from you." Okay, so again it says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." And that's pretty much Esau in a nutshell, because he's always plotting. You could do good, but never as good as him. The moment you start doing good, Black Wall Street underwater city you, turn into a lake, a lake house. Okay. It says, or city park. All right, if you know, you know. It says, "But the path of the just is as a shining light, is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The day of the wicked is as darkness. They know not what they stumble." At what they stumbled. That's the thing, man. Esau think he's doing a good job of more. He's developing his science, cell phones and flat screen TVs. He'll tell you, "Well, I gave you this, I did that for you. We've advanced." And this place as morally is becoming degenerate, man. Becoming just void of judgment. Everybody's consumer sheeple, man. Okay. So let's get this last precept in Jeremiah chapter 51:7. It says, "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. All the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." Yeah, this guy's mad. He's livid, upset, perturbed, frustrated, pissed off, however you want to put it. But he tired of that shit, man. And that's the bulk of these nations. But Esau has them under a yoke as well, financially and economically. But all these nations are making deals with each other and disrupting that, and that's why a lot of these nations is bucking up. Art thou become weak as we? So with that being said, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruchak Badash, double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you, brothers, that teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Shalom.